So I fell in love with GTA 5 Online and GTA 5 in general back in 2013 when it first got released. I've been relentless about this game since it's coming out, and I really enjoyed it. I've had times where I've fleed in and out of it a little bit and faded away at times, but on the whole, I've had 60 plus days in this game, and I fully have invested a lot of time, effort, and money into it. So I am in love with it. The funny moments that I get while playing with my friends are always some of the best memories in my Xbox history, and I've also loved the possibility of the new things that have been brought into this game and the amazing creation team over at Rockstar Games. So that's why I have started hypothesizing an idea about how GTA 5 should end. Of course, GTA 6 is in the pipeline. Of course, that's going to be coming out soon, but we don't know when. But before we talk about how that's going to come out and what all that's going to entail, we've got to think, how are we going to put an end to the best online game that's out at this moment? GTA 5 has many players on it constantly, every single day, and with these new updates and new casino DLC that's happening right now, obviously that player increase boosts massively. So Rockstar has a lot on its plate, and a lot of players who are very keen for the content still, even all these years later after it got released in 2013. I think the best and most chronological ending for GTA 5 Online would be a zombies mode. I mean, I didn't think they'd be able to do what they did with the casino DLC, but I've been pleasantly surprised. And I take back a lot of my words that I said about previous DLCs in the past, Arena Wars especially. I feel like this game and the developers over at Rockstar Games have got the ability and the technology to really invest on one massive high note to exit this series on. And I feel very strongly that this should be a Zombies DLC. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a big fan of zombies, which I am, and it's been requested a lot, but I'm saying it because Rockstar Games is on the verge of this, and they could easily have it done. For example, in this new zombie DLC that they could create, it could be an invite-only player session to help the server management, obviously, where you and a few of your friends could go into a private invite-only session that's already in the game, and NPCs could be replaced with this character model. This character model can be found on the Vinewood Hollywood Walk of Fame type thing near the Oriental Cinema. It's the Vinewood zombie guy. He's an NPC in single player mode who is designed and dressed like a zombie. But I don't see the reason why when you enter this online invite only session with your friends, I don't see the reason why Rockstar couldn't reskin every NPC so they look like this guy. Don't make unique zombie skins for different people like a man's one or a woman's one if it's too much hassle for you guys. Literally just reskin everybody as this character. Sure, if you want to make a woman, put a wig on there. Change the skin tone. I don't really care. I'm just trying to give you it on the plate. You already have this character, and I feel like he's wasted in single player. Bring him into an online mode and max out every civilian like that. Also, the settings you've got are very available. You could take all the cars, like how the world of GTA is very alive with all the cars and vehicles and NPCs. All the NPCs being replaced by that zombie character we just saw, and every car becoming burnt, blown up, destroyed, and scattered along the roads like they've been abandoned and left to rot. That would be really awesome, giving the players the opportunity to have to, instead of just bolting their car from A to B on the map, they have to kind of circumnavigate through these winds and bends of the destruction and waste of the apocalypse. I don't think it would be too hard for you guys either because in the story mode that you can play when you want to go and do the director's cut mode, you can go into the director's mode and actually select a world where there's only NPCs and zero vehicles, and the only vehicles that you can access are the ones that you input into the game yourself. You have all this technology and you have all of this gear waiting around that's not really getting used a lot. And I feel like if you have access to that as a company, it'd be a shame for you to not end GTA on a high note with an amazing zombie DLC by adding some stuff in. I feel like the world of possibility would be awesome. Clothing, weapons, and things. It would be a really easy game mode for you guys. There's easily a new M4 machine gun you could add with a few AKs as well. Any zombie apocalypse type weapons, a new pump action 12 gauge shotgun type thing. You know, any sort of things. Don't go crazy with it. You don't have to burn yourself out doing anything mad. But I mean, come on, guys. You've got alien plasma cannons in the game already. So I'm sure if you can put them in, I'm sure a few zombie skins and a few M4s and AKs won't go amiss. And I feel like Rockstar fans have been torn on zombies or aliens. Now, I understand that aliens, you've added like plasma cannons and things like that, but adding your own personal customizable flying UFO into the game might be a bit difficult when you don't have that really to your advantage as easy as the zombie character. But I feel like you're on the brink of something amazing with all the technology you've got. I mean, to make that casino, which was just a normal building, now a completely access free only. Everyone can go in it, play all these different roulette games and things. If you got the talent to do that, and you didn't have that to begin with, but you had to build on that, I'm sure this zombie thing would be easy. Maximize the player intensity of NPCs, give them all new zombie skins, the one that you've already got saved, change it up a little bit instead of trying to get brand new skins for each unique individual. Make it as bland and as easy as possible, but give us, the online community, the opportunity to load up an invite-only session with our friends and literally get in there with our friends and have the world against us. It would be so cool for a chronological and literal end to GTA 5 with a massive zombie outbreak. It would be awesome. Plus, the clothing options would be super easy. You could have a chance to add backpacks into the game, which would be a cool visual aid that I don't think we've got available yet, which doesn't make sense because we see NPCs walking around with these massive hiking backpacks up in the mountains, yet we can't purchase one ourselves. What's the deal with that? The clothing would be simplistic, the weapons would be simplistic. You're not going to have to blow your budget on a lot of big things. And in conclusion, really, I feel like this game is amazing sandbox. It's an open world extravaganza of possibilities. We've seen you go to the max with high-end stuff. We've seen like the Tron DLC. We've seen the jetpacks. We've seen the flying bikes, the flying cars, the Batmobile, for Christ's sake. How hard is it to maximize the intensity of NPC numbers to make the number of NPCs in the game maximized, get rid of a lot of the working cars and leave them more destroyed and damaged and bulked up? You don't have to add any vehicles into this game really. We have enough. I feel like we have enough. Maybe like a dusty motorbike, which you probably already got, or some broken down looking cars, which I think we do have already. It's just literally give us the access point where we can go into an invite only session with our friends, and instead of the normal blabbing NPCs that are around, all the NPCs are just replaced by that zombie skin, and there's a bit of like a groaning and moaning, get some stock image of some zombie sort of game audio and just add that over the top of the NPCs instead of their genuine dialogue, which sometimes is amusing. But I feel like it would just be a waste to have all that right on your doorstep and not use it in a DLC that everyone would love and be interested in. And I know the main premise of DLCs is to get the mad purchases of shark cards, so maybe add one luxury item into that DLC. Maybe a huge van with like a massive plow on the front of it with like wheel blades and shit. If you want to go crazy and inventive, do like a one massive thing, make it a couple mil, make people intense to buy it and things like that. So you could easily get your purchase reward system out of it. But even with that being said, guys, GTA 5 Online has been around, and GTA 5 itself has been around since 2013. It is now nearly 2020, and we're in the midst of 2019 right now in the summer, and I feel like it would be an absolute waste of an opportunity not to give it a high note to go out on. I was shocked by this casino DLC. I went on last night with my uncle and some of my friends, and I was showing them around my casino and my penthouse, and I was showing them all the possibilities that are in this new update, the nightclubs and things, the yacht and everything. You guys have added so much to this game, and the community has funded that so much by purchasing your shark cards, by giving you our time, by coming on every day to spin that lucky wheel, coming on doing the missions every day, doing all the events you can, signing up to the Rockstar Newswire for you guys. We've given you the community you could wish for in a game. So I think the only way to reward us as a community, instead of just also giving us free money from time to time, which you've started to do now, I feel like the best way to reward your community is give us what we want, give us a high note to go out on. This zombies thing has been discussed for so long. No single player DLC has been brought out, understandably, because that would be a hard issue to work around with all the voice actors and things. But a simple online DLC update at the very end of Rockstar's career, at the very end of GTA 5's lifespan, where we can go onto an invite-only world, shoot up some zombies with our friends, get some epic game captures and screenshots. That, my friends, would be how GTA should end. Thank you.